Hi everyone, and welcome to the video on how to log in to Go Math. So, first things first, type in this website, my.hrw.com. If you want to press pause on this video and do each step as we go along, go ahead. Otherwise, you can watch the video and then log in afterwards and come back to the video if you struggle at all. But it's a pretty simple step-by-step video that will help you navigate our new Go Math online textbook resource. The one thing you need to make sure you have is your student ID number. So before you log into my.hrw.com, make sure you've written that down somewhere. Most of you have memorized it. But you're going to need your student ID as both your login and your password. Okay, ready? Here we go. Go to your website and it should look like this, my.hrw.com, and you'll see a username and password section. Now you are already signed up. We have imported your first names and last names, so when you sign in, you type in your OSIS number as your username, which is your student ID number, and it's also your password. Very easy to remember. And then you press login. And after you log in, you will see this screen in front of you. And this screen will change slightly as you complete assignments and as we put things on, but initially this is what it's going to look like. And you'll see you have my resources, which include an interactive student textbook, a student edition flat textbook that is just the textbook online. The student edition is more interactive and has things that you can look at and videos. Student resources are all different sorts of manipulatives and things like that, which we'll get to, videos. And then your notebook. We're going to talk a little bit about in class when you can actually type notes and they'll all be stored in your My Notebook. But for now, you may want to play around with the interactive student edition. So if you click on it, you're going to see on the left-hand side here all the units we're going to be going through this year. Numbers, number operations, proportionality, etc. And then the middle column is the different modules. And as you know, in class, we've been using those words modules often, and they match the learning target. So for instance, most recently, we were looking at modules 4 and modules 5. That's actually what's on your unit exam. So if you click on number operations, we have module 4 and we have module 5, which are operations with fractions and decimals. And when you click on module 4, continue over to the last column and you see all the different lessons, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.4. They all match the notes that you've been taking in class. And again, you can click on that and up will pop videos and all the lessons. We'll press pause on that video, but you can go through each section. We have all the 5 E's, engage, and then we have an explore. Okay, and then you have a explain, and each step takes you through what we're learning in that lesson, and it's guided. And you can play around, press the buttons, see what things do. You can ask questions. There's closed captioning, so if you don't want to hear the person speaking to you, the teacher, you can click on this and you can read what the teacher is saying, and so on. We'll go through a little bit of that in class. But let's X out of here, and let's go back to our dashboard. Now the dashboard, whenever you want to get back to, it will bring you back to the student edition, the interactive student edition, etc. Now if you go to the student edition, so we just looked at the interactive student edition, and as you can see that was very interactive. We could go into the lessons, we could watch videos. Here's the student edition, and this is just the textbook scanned into the internet. And you can scroll down through the entire textbook, what it would look like had you had the textbook physically in your hands. Some things will look familiar because we have been using it in class. And you can change the view. If you're someone like me who likes to read from left to right, you can go over here and choose the page view, and you can click on it, and you can have the pages going from left to right. And again, it could be as though you're actually reading the textbook left to right, which might be better for some of you. If you're like me, I prefer it this way. Some people like to scroll up and down. It's nice that you get a choice. And then something we've been using in class is these resources. So especially for the unit exam, if you want to review fractions, here's a fraction decimal grid. You can also look at fraction bars. You know, you could say, okay, if I have 2 wholes divided by 1/3, it's saying, well, how many 1/3s fit inside 2 wholes? So 2 wholes divided by 1/3 is going to give you 6 pieces. And this is a nice visual for you to be using when you're studying. Okay, so explore as much as you want. This interactive student edition, play around with it. The student edition, play around with it. And we'll be going through a little bit of that in class. But what's really important about this dashboard is that soon we're going to be assigning homework. And you're going to have to know where that homework is, how to do it, and how it's being graded. So right now, this student here in 611, we have posted Module 4 post-test and the Module 5 post-test. And this is just to allow you to review Module 4 and Module 5 for the unit exam. So every time you sign in to Go Math, you'll see My Assignments. And you'll see a start date when the teacher put up that assignment. You'll see what the assignment is called. And when you click on Details, you'll see some of the details that the teachers have given you. It's not a timed assignment. You can pause it and think about it. You can see this assignment, and it will be scored, but this is just for practice, this assignment, if you are a part of 611. So if you're watching this and you're in 611, or if you've seen this, this is just for this demonstration, and if you're in that class, that's just for your review, but it's not actually a test. And then the notes, teachers can actually type in notes to tell you specifically what they'd like you to do and what to be aware of, or whatever they feel like writing to you. So this student who just signed in is going to see that he has a Module 4 post-test, and that there's a note. In order to prepare for the unit, well, this says Unit 1 exam, but Unit 2 exam, try these questions. So that can be notes that are very specific to you and your class from your teacher. And because you have different math teachers, you might have different assignments and you might have different notes. But this is where you will find your assignments. So when you click on Start, it will bring you to the assignment. And once you click on Start, it will go into the assignment, and we can follow that. But we'll go into that during class. This video is mostly about you getting into Dashboard and being able to sign in and knowing where to look for things. So let's go back to the Interactive Student Edition. Again, when you click on it, take some time when you are signing in to go through the different chapters, going through, here's Module 4 again, solving multi-step problems, and really utilizing some of the videos and things like that. Now, there's tools here that you can look in, and it's the same tools, the integer counters. So while you're watching the videos or while you're trying to solve some of the problems in the lessons, you can go into some of these tools to help you. We can follow along with the teacher. You can pause whenever you want if you need to have a think. And at the end, there is the personal math trainer, and this is where you'll be doing most of your homework, and it will be assigned to you. But again, you can pause it, you can write down on paper. If you are struggling while you're working on one of these questions, I'm going to show you that you can click on the textbook, and a lot of this is going to be shown in class, but if you click on this whistle, that was what will take you to the questions. And again, we'll show you that in class. And when you're looking through a question and you're not sure what to do, there is a button that will allow you to go right into the textbook. It will take you right into the textbook where the explanation would be for helping you solve that problem. So it's a really nice resource. But we're going to keep this video short as best I can, and so we want you to now try to sign in on your own. So make sure you go back to the go into your home page. So that would be my.hrw.com. Make sure your student ID is your login and your password. And once you log in, you should see this and play around at first. Some of your teachers might not have assigned anything yet. Just play around this weekend and see if you can sign in and you're able to review your resources. Also, one last thing before we sign off. If you go to the upper right hand corner, there's a button called Help Center. And you can click on Getting Started, Quick Start Guide. That's another tutorial on top of this video, but it's another tutorial. So if you're inside of my.hrw.com, if you're in the site and have questions and you're not sure what to do, you can click on Getting Started or the Quick Start Guide, and it will take you through how to use this website. I hope this video has helped a little bit, and we will be doing a lot of tutorials in class to make sure everyone can sign in and get their assignments. Thank you very much, and we look forward to using this website often.